Ah, man. I'm just sitting in the basement chilling. After a long day. Been up early. But I'll wait for a little bit more people to get in here. We're going to be talking about Ice Cube and what they're making him do now and all the interviews that he's been doing to try to make him talk about race and racism. So let me let a few more people get in while I sip on orange juice. All right, you know I'm impatient. So I've been sitting here. I was watching an interview with Ice Cube. He's now on Ebro in the morning show or whatever that is. But then he was also on a panel of 6 or 7 women. I guess I forgot. Lisa Ray and a couple other women were on there. And everybody seems to be taking Ice Cube around to disavow Trump and to like it's just weird. The vibes are weird. It's like if you saying something else other than Democrat, we got to tell you why you're wrong. And the crazy thing is, all Ice Cube did and is trying to do is to put a plan in place for Black America to get you on record of saying that you're going to look into this and you're going to implement this, and now we can hold you to task for that. But it seems like we are so brainwashed now that we can give a guy backlash for asking for a party that we vote for whatever reason, that haven't done anything. And you try to get Trump, you try to get him to say Trump is racist, Trump is this, Trump is that, without any proof. But we can prove that Joe Biden spoke at a racist Robert Byrd eulogy. We can prove that. A grand wizard. We can prove that he has a direct link to the KKK. Him and Hillary Clinton. We can prove it. But we're talking about racism with Trump, so much so that his policy be damned. And it's confusing to me. Like, what is triggering our minds to say, okay, I agree to 62% taxes? Or because you don't like rich people? What is triggering our minds to say that Trump is a racist, but Biden is not, when he could say he don't want his kids going to a racial jungle? So when Ice Cube says he don't trust either side, he doesn't support either side, he just wanted them to look at his plan. And for Negroes to say he needs to be canceled for that, I just need to know. So all Black people must vote Democrat, regardless of that our grandparents didn't get anything to change with the Democrats, that our great-grandparents didn't get anything to change with the Democrats. I just want to know from the Democrats, what got you so enthused to where you can disrespect another Black man that has Black children and Black daughters, that you want to cancel him, which is essentially stopping him from earning, stopping him from making money because of the white folks that you like. And the white folks that you like haven't done a damn thing for Black folks. We've been shouting we shall overcome since I was a child, since some people that were older than me was a child. So I just don't understand the arrogance. I don't understand how anybody who votes for who they vote for, Democrat or Republican, I just don't understand the arrogance of how can you disrespect another person as if what you did has been working. Especially a Black man who's been voting Democrat for 15, 20 years. What have you gotten out of it? Do you have your 100 acres in a mule yet? 40 acres in a mule yet? They keep telling you they're gonna give it to you. Huh? It seemed like I understand now why so many of my peers tell me, Kwame, just shut the fuck up. Just let them be dumb. Because it puts a target on your back and it make people not like you for telling them the truth. We started this a long time ago when we started telling big people they were big boners instead of no, you need to lose some weight for your heart health, for your cholesterol, for all that. We started making excuses for every single thing in the world now. Now everything makes you a bad guy. Now if you're not all inclusive, you're a bad guy. When I watch people that just disagree with your political party, you hit them in the face with a frozen water bottle. But it's all inclusive. We stopped being America first. We have some type of gag order on the black community's ideal, and we keep bringing out a celebrity to lie to the people. We brought out P. Diddy fake ass to lie to everybody. A dude that wore a skirt and all kind of questionable shit. That just says catchphrases, vote or die, this and that. Nobody has come up with a strategic plan like Q ever. This man came up with a strategic plan that will directly get income into black folks' hands, and black folks are mad at him for that. Somebody trying to join. I just hit the button for you to join. Why are we waiting? Hello? Yo, what's up? I guess he jumped off. But anyway, I just don't get it, man. Have we been brainwashed this far? It's like I understand part of it is the media because they keep feeding people one side of the story. They keep feeding people demonizing one side of the part of the aisle. Um, I posted on Facebook before the little thing to where I saw an ABL account to where people thought that it was something that Trump said, and it turned out that it was something that Joe Biden said, and they would just say the statement. You know, Trump would say something like that. He's a racist animal, and then it turns out that Joe Biden was the one that said it. And it's like, oh, okay, but see, it's still cool. I'm voting for Trump, and it's like, damn. Like the media have taught us to hate a person so bad that it doesn't even matter what someone else says or does. I had people debate with me on live about Joe Biden and what he's going to do. He hadn't done anything in 47 years. I had people debate with me and talk up for a man that said he don't want his kids in a racial jungle. Who spoke? Then the words he said to get the '94 crime bill passed was atrocious. The things he still say today, you ain't black unless you vote for me. And all of those things that if Trump or anybody else that don't have the protection of the media, if they would have said those things and they would have programmed you and tell you what to get mad at, you would have been mad. But because the media didn't direct you to get angry, you didn't get angry. So now we'll destroy our brother Ice Cube for actually putting together a plan, for actually challenging a politician like nobody else has done to say, no, we're not going to let you put us into a category of minority because then we know minorities ain't going to get shit because blacks ain't going to get shit. We've done put a lot of people in the minority category, if you hadn't noticed. So he said directly to black folks. And now everybody and their mama is trying to make sure black folks think Ice Cube is a sellout. Everybody and their mama, majority black folks. He destroyed every black person he talked to. So now he talking to all the mixed people now. Everybody on that panel wasn't black, all black at the Ebro show. but they're gonna question him. They're gonna question Ice Cube, the dude that's been rapping about racial and social injustice for over 25 years. So when we talk about the black community and protection, the only people the black community seem to protect is black women. Because if that was a black woman that came up with a contract, we wouldn't allow this. A black man comes up with a contract for black America, challenging whomever you like, challenging these people to do something directly for black folks. And we got the whole world upset as if they've been doing something for black folks. So it's kind of strange to me, no matter who you like, what is wrong with a black man seeing that this wealth gap that we're complaining about? There was a wealth gap under Democratic presidents. There was a wealth gap under Obama. This wealth gap, this racism and all this other shit just didn't start under Trump. So with that being said, if the presidents that you voted in before had not done anything about it, but now we have somebody at least sitting down with a black man that came up with a plan, what the fuck is the problem? We got the world talking about canceling a black man that you used to love, but now that he said something you don't like, he got to get canceled, huh? And see, that's fucked up because we're using the terminology of the beast. Your black ass didn't come up with cancel. You don't have the power to cancel anybody. But white folks told you what that word is and how to do it. So now you canceling your own brothers. How many black people are y'all going to cancel? We got Tory Lanez on the chopping block, and allegedly he's innocent. We done got Bill Cosby. We done got so many black men. Prince. We got Kanye canceled. How many more black men got to get canceled? Because I don't see y'all canceling no white men. See, this whole push for this black equality is seeming to make black people go down even further. Because now we got black people disrespecting black people more than white people. And now we got white people screaming at white officers, calling them pet nigger. Antifa and Black Lives Matter are mostly white. See, y'all think this is about racial injustice. It ain't got nothing to do with your black ass. They just about changing America. They're trying to change the fabric of America. Your black ass is just a catalyst to get to what they want. And you won't open your eyes to see it. Because the more they talk about your black ass and pander to you and tell you nice things and say what we're going to get for you, but actually do nothing, you'll see it in the end. You ain't going to get a motherfucking thing out the deal. This is going to be either a transgender and gay world or a woman's world, because that's what we keep pushing. We ain't pushing nothing about manhood. We ain't pushing nothing about family units. We ain't pushing nothing about Christianity or even strong Muslims. We ain't preaching nothing about doing the right fucking thing. We preaching everybody just do what they want, feel how you feel. I might feel like I can fucking fly, but if I get on top of this motherfucking roof and I jump off, we'll quickly disprove that I can't fucking fly. So we are starting to push nonsense. Everybody in their goddamn feelings now. You say something I don't like, cancel you grown ass men crying and care what another grown ass man say. I don't give a shit what no man say. I'm not into men. So I really don't give a fuck what no man say. I'll chew the meat, spit out the fat if you're saying something knowledgeable. But other than that, I'm not into men. I'll listen to a woman before I listen to a man, to be honest with you. But this sensitivity, this macho mentality of black folks that vote Democrat and still ain't got shit out of it. But this macho mentality, because you can cancel somebody, you can say he a sellout, you could say this, you could say that. but you can't never answer, what have they done for you? See, voting, they shouldn't even have a party line. It shouldn't be no Democrat, Republican, Independent, none of that. It should be everybody, whoever's running, put out your contract and what are you going to do for the people? And damn all that racist talk, all of them are racist. Let's just say that. Not to say that's true. Let's just say that. All of them are racist because we can link some racist shit to damn near everybody that you talk about. So let's say all of them are racist. What is the best contract for everybody that's in the game? See, black folks hasn't voted contract yet. Black folks have been voting for a savior. We've been voting for that white man that's going to save us. We've been voting for that black leader that's going to save us. Ain't nobody can yet, did they? How many of you seen Santa Claus? Y'all better tell. It's time for you to wake up and get into the real world and understand what Ice Cube is telling you. When you stop focusing on racism and focus on your money, don't worry about who's rich. Life ain't about being fucking rich. Life is about taking care of your goddamn family, man. You ain't rich unless you got a family. You a hollow shell of a person if you just got money and nothing else. That ain't shit. That don't mean nothing. What legacy are we leaving behind? What are our children like when we leave them behind? We raise our children in the worst situations. I never went to a dentist until I could pay for it. And a lot of us grow up like that. Where we have parents that don't do it right. But we blame everybody else for our family structure. For our lack of family structure. We don't want to see the truth that we pump something. We pump the welfare system that has destroyed our communities. Black men used to wear suits. Now we got our pants hanging off our ass. Black women used to never show cleavage. Now, if you ain't got your titties out, no nigga won't even look at you. If you ain't got no ass out, if you ain't damn near showing your wop, nobody don't even want to see you. And if you ain't giving that vagina up on the first day, second day, third day, especially if a man got money, because he know that's what you looking for. Because we hear it in the music. You looking for my money, so I go buy a nice car. I go take you to a nice club, and you supposed to give me something. You supposed to give me that wop for this money or being around it, remember? We are breeding a degenerate society and then blaming Trump, blaming the white man. We used to have morals. We used to have character. Now we are shooting in the middle of the street over words that another man said that don't hold no weight, no value in your life. We'll throw our life away for some status because most of these men now that have been raised by women can identify with them. That's why they sleep with them so much, because they got a lot of feminine energy. You'll go shoot in the middle of the road because of what a man said. Went over here, and I was trained. A nigga don't pay your bills. Fuck what he said. Beat him by balling. Beat him by goddamn going to buy you some more property. Beat him by not even talking to him. Now we got to go shoot him. Ego now. We got a feminine energy in men now. No. That nigga sitting there. I got to go kill her. We got a lot of estrogen men now. To where they got male body parts, but they think they're strong. They think they're men because they're pulling the trigger behind words and dumb shit. That is the biggest problem in the black community. But the media got you thinking it's Trump. The media have you think the moment you get Trump out of office, you Negroes gonna somehow live heavenly, huh? You forgot about Bush. You forgot about Obama. You forgot about the other Bush. You forgot about Reagan. You forgot about Nixon. You forgot about everybody else that was in there before Trump did. Probably because you were turned up. We are voting for our own demise because we so sensitive over words. And they're using our women. Not too many logical women. And men are too weak to say, hey, no, honey, that ain't it. It's sad. It is really sad, the state of affairs right now, that civil discourse is no longer a thing. Is if you don't like my party or if you don't like what I like, you're a bad person. I could find demonizing words for you and whoever you affiliate with, and whatever words you find for the people that I have, it doesn't matter. It's all fake. It's sad. So if I don't have the same energy that I normally have, it's because I'm not even Ice Cube, and I respect this dude so much now because just listening how he dealt with these attacks by women, by men, and these are all black people, allegedly. Some of them are white, and all of them are getting paid by the same source, and they want him to just say Trump. But Ice Cube held strong, and he said what he said. He's not affiliated with Trump. He's not affiliated with Joe. I'm using my brain. I don't got to be affiliated with you for you to promise me something, for you to tell me something. If you lie, that's on you. But I'm going to come with this contract. I'm going to come with a set of rules. And that's what he did. But you could tell that these media personalities have been trained by the same people. They all say the same shit over and over and over again. No matter what their guest says, they're trained to get it back to, fuck that orange man bad. The HBCUs had to go back to the White House every year to get funded. Trump said 10 years of HBCU funding. Fuck that. Y'all don't got to keep coming back here. And I mentioned that on the Zoom call. And he said, oh, well, that's only because he's trying to look good to black folk. Like, what? Where did you hear that at? And the point of it is, it don't matter. If people had to go beg for money every year, and now they don't have to do that for the next 10 years, who gives a fuck why he did it? Like, why would you even come up with that? How is that even considered a fact or even something you should say? Were we trying to, every year they were trying to accomplish a goal, which is get funding, get money. He made it to where they can get the funding and get the money. So he didn't do it to make himself feel good. He did it because now they don't have to keep coming back to get the same goal that they were getting anyway, but just having to beg for it. He's not going to be your president for the next 10 years. So he set it up to where it's there even after he's gone. He could be out there in a few months. They still going to get the funding. So none of it makes any sense. It's like because you've been brainwashed and trained not to like someone, it don't matter what he does. It really don't. That motherfucker can find a cure to cancer. He can find a cure to HIV, and they'll say, "Oh no, if the pharmaceutical companies charge you $30 for it, you'll say Trump trying to get rich off of it." It's always something. Instead of you unlocking the stupidity of being tied to a party in a so-called racist country, if this is a racist country, then this narrative that they're pushing you that all Republicans are racist, then just from the yin and the yang perspective, then that means some Democrats are racist as well. So you cannot be locked into a party. You have no reason to be. You can't show me a track record where we just jumped so far with the Democrats or the Republicans. So you must do deals. You must get the best deal. Not just motherfucking vote for your mama. Not just vote for your pastor, not just vote because you like somebody. That's right, Richard. Goal met. HBCUs needed money. Under every president, including Obama, a black man, he got 2 terms. He could have did the same exact thing, but because he's black, we want to keep giving fucking excuses for him. His black ass was supposed to look out for every black agenda. HBCUs, NAACP, anything that got a black on it. You in there now, motherfucker. Black everything. Oh, they wouldn't let him do nothing. They ain't stopping from passing none of the rules for all the people he wanted to pass the rules to or for. I don't want to hear that shit. Point blank, period. We got to stop this bullshit of that race is the reason why you're doing the vote for where you vote. Because race and voting for race ain't got your ass nothing. Your great grandma ain't got shit back then. No offense. But I'm tired of us complaining, crying and whining, but doing the same fucking thing. You're doing the same thing, and most of us are getting our direction from white people in the first place. You're listening to your talking points from CNN and all these places. I can hear it in your speech. You repeat the same shit they say. Trump didn't let black people in this building and this and that. What the fuck? Trump wasn't the president when he did that. Oh, but still, he racist. No, he was doing business. That ain't got fucking shit to do with the president. I don't want to hear that shit. You know? Maybe you're not used to people that think like me and not sensitive like me, but you can't keep telling me about race when I've seen a party that supposedly love this race so much and won't do a motherfucking thing for this race. I dare anybody to show me the timeline that the Democrats was in power and black folks wasn't getting their ass whipped. Show me the timeline where the Democrats were in party and black folks wasn't getting shot. Show me the timeline where all the things you're crying about now. Show me the timeline they fixed it, because you were crying about this shit 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 60 fucking years ago. And now we finally got a person that's trying to rectify things through the smart way, which is giving you access to income and giving you access to a better education. Why you think he sent so much funding to the HBCUs? They teaching us to be dumb. They teaching us about race. He need to ban that shit from school and make it official that you need to teach us about economics and taxes. So that way you have a smarter base instead of people that's voting because their feelings hurt about something. But I'm about to get up off here because I'm about to go walk the dog with my old lady. But it's just sad, man, where we at. Just talking to people is mentally draining. It's frustrating. It's sad what my brother Ice Cube is going through, because this is a man who's actually trying to help black folks. And it seems like every person who actually try to help black folks, black people crucify them. Black people crucify you can always tell the black guy who's actually trying to help, because the white liberal put a microscope on him and they say all kind of negative shit about him, and they make black people say the same bullshit, and then black people go ahead and tear them apart. Black people do the bidding of the white liberal. White people don't even got to get their hands dirty no more. They got you, nigga. They're pulling your puppet string. They tell you what to do. It's niggas arguing with niggas every day all over the internet, calling them all kind of names just because they don't agree with what you agree with. And then when people try to tell you their set of ideologies and their set of ideals, and instead of you being able to drop your emotion and tell them yours, you call them a name. That's sad. Most of the same people talking shit don't even attend their commissioners meeting that involves their own community, but have everything to say about a president. Yeah. I mean, that's it in a nutshell. They pretty much know that we're just emotional. Most of us are just all talk. We'll just jump behind the ideal. If it's a large crowd, we'll jump, we'll shout, we'll dance. We always want to dance. You talk about these stereotypes, but every time I see somebody, they twerking, or they dancing, or they partying, we always want to motherfucking dance. Don't matter what's going on, pandemic, not, we dancing. We motherfucking partying. You know, we always want to dance. So it's a frustrating thing. We demonize anybody that get out the motherfucking hood. If you black and you make it out the hood, you're undeserving of it in our community. If you black and you get a nice house, and you ain't real no more. If you black and you can speak proper English, you acting like a white boy. We love white people so much that we'll demonize any black man that look like he's successful as a white man. And the reason why white people don't get that flack is because they think white people deserve what they get. But a nigga, we don't deserve that. Unless we giving all our money to the hood, unless we giving away all our money to a real nigga, we should be taken out. No matter who the president is, they would always have enemies and people that hate them. Exactly. First Amendment is based on emotions today. I don't know what it's based on. It's based. It ain't no such thing as First Amendment no more. You don't have the First Amendment right to say anything because you will be fired from your job. You will be fired. You don't have a right to say a motherfucking thing. You get on the internet and say the wrong thing to the wrong people, kiss your job, kiss your family, everything good night. Because as you know it, life as you know it will change. And that's what I'm fighting against. I'm fighting against people that I see that keep moving the goalposts. I don't like that. That look like a bully to me. And I don't like bullies. Because although I'm a very large guy and I'm a big guy, I'm a cool, gentle motherfucker. The only time I get upset is disrespect and bullies. I don't like them. And right now I see one side bullying everybody to believe what they believe, or a black man is a coon and a sellout to his own race, or a white man is a racist with no proof, no nothing. The moment you say anything about another side that they don't like, they now have the power to make you a racist or make you a coon and a sellout. And then they use black celebrities or black influencers to make sure you're canceled. I'll say to those black men that are doing that, you are the true house niggas because you're doing what master tell you to do. You black men and black women that are out there stopping another man's living and another man's earn because of some fake ass cancel culture, because you don't even watch these tweets and watch what people say until a white man tell you or Don Lemon tell you. And he married to a white man, so he might be feeding them the information. Remember, y'all so against white people. So Don Lemon got a white man while he hitting him from the back, he whispering in his ear, tell them niggas this, tell them niggas this, tell them niggas this. And y'all listening. Every fucking day, y'all listening. We so emotional now. To have a conversation with a man nowadays is like, I don't know if I'm talking to his wife or I'm talking to him. Men now have lost their identity. You could be a bad motherfucker. You could be a bad motherfucker in the streets, but then you go home and a woman is running you, dictating your mind and everything about you. It reminded me when I was a kid and my mom would ask me what I want to eat. And then she would commence to tell me 3 or 4 things to program what I want to eat. What do you want to eat? Do you want a hot dog? Do you want a chicken? Do you want a burger? Do you want a sandwich? And then as a kid, your mind will either go with the first thing she said or the last thing she said. But as I got older, I realized, hold on, hold. If you want to know what I want to eat, just hold up. I'm going to tell you. Don't give me no set of shit, no multiple choice. I know what I want to eat. I don't want none of that what you said. I want fried turkey. 50 Cent is in the same boat. Absolutely. 50, but see, I love 50 because 50 don't give a fuck. 50 is a real man. 50 don't give a goddamn what nobody say. 50 Cent always do what he want to do. It ain't many men like 50 Cent no more. You know, Most of these niggas pander because they want some vagina. Most of these niggas act real nice to women until they get sex, and then they act just like every man, every other man. So it is what it is. Candace Owens already broke it down about what's going to happen. Oh yeah, they actually think they got everybody so hateful that everybody's mad at the rich, everybody's mad at white people, and everybody's mad at other black people that see the truth. So it's all hate. This is a battle between good versus evil. This is a spiritual battle. You don't have a right to, you don't hold any authority over nobody else. You don't get mad at somebody else for what they choose to do. You listen to what they're saying. If they make sense, cool. If not, like now I've been getting off the airwaves with people with all that emotional shit and telling me about race. I don't want to hear that shit. But because race is not our biggest problem. Our biggest problem is us. Our biggest problem is the way we look at another black man. So I don't want to hear all that. When you got people calling the city Chirac and what is Baltimore called, Killmore, and all kind of stuff. When you got areas like that where we just dropping black folks like that and no one's talking about it, I don't want to hear shit about Black Lives Matter. I don't want to hear shit about your fake protests. We should be in those cities eradicating that type of behavior. We're not making policies to do that. We should be, anytime you fire off a goddamn gun, without it protecting your family, without it protecting your house, you should get a life sentence. That'll stop all that. I'm outside. I'm goddamn. I'm a real nigga. That'll stop black men from wanting to be real and white people from wanting to be real. The moment you shoot that goddamn gun in a robbery or anything of that nature, you should get a life fucking sentence. That's my opinion. Because guns wasn't made for you to go out and attack people. Guns were made for you to protect yourself. What's up, Zim? But just like anything, just like the internet, the atomic bomb, and anything else you create for good, you always got to look at what else it could be used for. What else could this thing be used for? And we keep using things for the worst element. We for their worst element, which is their sex. We use men for their worst element, which is their money and power. So now we're attacking them. It's just, we are in a constant fight every day. And the reason why I'm not yelling and I'm not upset like I normally am when I'm on live is because I realize I'm out of that rat race. I got a beautiful woman upstairs that we fight a little bit, but we really ain't tripping on that. You know, she pretty much is following my lead, but she's not no robot. She challenges me. She helped guide the ship. She the center. I'm the quarterback. A lot of you ladies don't like to hear that, but a center is a very important position. The center on the football field warn the quarterback on all the people he need to be watching out for. And she does that very well. But I don't have a headache like some of these men got. And so I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to yell. But I learned a lot from that brother Ice Cube, man. Just the way he's dealing with all these attacks. I realized that the internet and people are, a lot of people, they don't have their own mind. So there's no need to get mad at them. You know, the ones that can hear, you talk to those, you speak to those people. The ones that can't, you can suffer and keep going through whatever you're going through. Because I promise you, whether Trump or whoever get elected, if you don't got the right mindset, it's gonna change for you. Savior, you waiting, you praying and waiting on God. Ain't gonna happen. So I just will leave y'all with that. I'm about to get up here and walk with this dog and enjoy my day. Peace and love to everybody. Whether you vote Democrat, whether you vote Republican, I'm still gonna rock with you. I'm not gonna join the hate mob like everybody else do. Find a reason to disavow or not like someone. I'm not with all that. So whatever you vote for, I'm at this point I respect it. I hope it works out for you and your family. Cause me, I'm gonna work so goddamn hard for my family that it ain't even gonna matter. So may peace be with everybody. God bless.